You have my ticket, right?
London is a very big city, but I think if you're really intentional with your time, you can actually do a whole lot and not feel like you're missing out. That was the plan anyway, and I think we did okay. London was not at the top of my list of places to go, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Watch you do your thing, since you know what you're doing.
Public transportation in London is so good, you don't need a rental car or an Uber. We were planning to ride the tube a lot, so we bought Oyster cards. They are pretty inexpensive and you can add more money at any station as you go. It only took us 3 trains, 2 changes, and 2 hours to go from Portsmouth to Kensington. I don't like to do American chain hotels in Europe, but I got overwhelmed with all the options in London.
106 or 116?
116.
When I started seeing places for $10,000 per night, I pretty much just said, forget it, I gave up, we're just gonna stay at the Hilton. Even though I had a feeling it would not be our favorite hotel from this trip, and I was right. The lobby area was perfect, but the minute you walked into the hallway leading to the rooms, and even the room, there was just this smell of like old building. It was kind of musty, and it just didn't smell fresh, and it just doesn't make me feel comfortable in the space. He was not bothered by this. I'm definitely the very picky one. And it was the least expensive room. Not a fan of the half door shower situation, but I liked the modern bathroom and that there was plenty of space for me to put my stuff, and free breakfast. No drawers for clothes, but it was a decent size and it was clean. Kensington is a really nice area, quiet, places to walk to, and close to the train station. All right, we made it. Now what?
It's a roller skating gang. In case you forget the driving situation.
The origins of afternoon tea go way back to the 18th century upper class English aristocracy, and these days it's seen as like a tourist thing. Like English people don't actually do this, but I am a tourist.
I don't know what to do with that.
It was one of the things I really wanted to do in London, and this place is so adorable. It completely indulged my afternoon tea fantasies with all the flowers and dainty tableware, tiny tea sandwiches, mini cakes and scones. It's a tad expensive for what you get, but the presentation made up for it.
Doesn't even look edible.
At €35 per person, it was one of the more reasonably priced options. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so what now? I was really thrilled that we had so much time on our first day. We are usually not that lucky. We took the train to Piccadilly Square Station, and from there we just started wandering the city. Look at these pretty buildings.
Finally, I am so hungry. We're not.
Why would I eat it all?
Because you said you can't eat it all.
I don't want to get out.
How are we on time? 9:30. How long is it going to take us to get over to Buckingham Palace?
It took us 15 minutes to get there from Kensington.
I don't know if we're going to make it.
We were there by 10:15. Changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 10:45 a.m. This was the only day that we could go, and it was extremely crowded. You definitely have to get there early if you want to get a prime spot, or else you're not going to have a very good view. And as it turned out, it didn't really matter for us at all.
So the changing of the guard was canceled due to a football match. Well, because they won yesterday, right? Yeah. Very important things going on around here.
So yeah, it could get canceled for weather or other activities at any time. Another quick train ride, and we were at the Tower of London. Ticket prices are only €36 each, so it's not too bad. Lots of history here, museums and exhibits, tons to see. This castle is 1,000 years old, and you can pick and choose what you want to see and how long you want to spend here.
Castle and then modern.
There was a line and a bit of a wait for the crown jewels. It wasn't that bad. I wasn't super invested in seeing it, but it's one of those things that you're like, well, we're here. This is the only place you can see it, might as well. The jewels are really gorgeous, no cameras inside, and it was pretty crowded, but I think it was worth it. We were there for almost 2 hours.
It's Notting Hill. We'll see how charming it actually is. Or is it overrated?
We went to Ladbroke Arms on the recommendation of a friend. This location is perfect because it's outside the hustle and bustle of the main Notting Hill area, but still very close. I loved the ambiance and I would also recommend it.
Okay, this is the cutest Caesar salad I've ever seen. Okay, so how's the burger?
It's good. 7 out of 10.
So good. I would say 10 out of 10. You're such a harsh critic. I do think it's really cute here.
Notting Hill is absolutely charming. Of course, it's the title of one of the most iconic rom-coms. There were people taking pictures on front stoops. I did not feel comfortable doing that. I don't think the residents appreciate it. But aside from that, can you imagine living here? It is so picturesque. Absolutely worth taking the time to visit this neighborhood.
What do you think? Is it cute?
No, we do not subscribe to that negativity. It's amazing. You'll want to head to Portobello Road. This is the Portobello Road Market. It is open Monday through Saturday, with Saturday being the busiest day with the most variety. We were there on a Monday. It was great.
What should I buy?
Nothing.
Lots of vintage shopping. I didn't buy anything and I actually regret it. I really hope we aren't trying to do too much. It's been a long day and we still have a play at 7:30 and a very early day tomorrow. Like I could take a nap, a really long nap, and not wake up until tomorrow. Quick power nap and we're on our way.
No rush.
Okay, good.
A play in the West End is another very London thing to do.
There it is.
The West End is to London what Broadway is to New York City. If you are a stage actor in London, this is your dream. We booked the tickets the night before. It's a little pricey, depending on what seat you want, but I loved getting to see the play adaptation of a movie that I really love, and Vanessa Williams was in it, so that was a bonus.
Oh, mornings are the worst. Even double worse on vacation.
Well, at least you're not packing and pushing luggage around.
Yeah, I wish I were a better morning person, but I'm just not.
I'll bundle it up.
I hope it doesn't keep raining.
Rain on your braid.
I mean, it wouldn't be London without rain, right? Even in July. But I was still hoping that we could get through our whole trip without any at all.
What should I get? Okay, we're gonna run out of time.
You spot any celebrities?
The Cotswolds is 90 miles outside of London, so if you're going out there, it's going to be your whole day. We made it to Bybury at about 11:15. It's about a 2-hour drive, and Bybury is west of London.
Okay, so this is Bibury.
These cottages are known as Arlington Row. Originally built in 1380 as a wool store, they are now residents where people live. I toyed around with doing Cotswolds on our own using the train. I did find a way to do it, but in the end, a tour seemed like the best option. By train, we probably would have cut out one of the towns that we wanted to see. Cotswolds is 25 miles wide and 90 miles long. 80% of that is agricultural farmland, and there are over 100 villages. There are places to eat here and some shops, exactly one hotel and then some vacation cottages, but it's pretty small and the main thing to do is just wander the neighborhood and look at all the pretty cottages. There really is no place to park, so that is another reason why taking a car isn't ideal for some of these villages. Bourton-on-the-Water is often referred to as the Venice of the Cotswolds.
All right, we got fish and chips.
Or chips.
Yep. And that's what we're eating today. Okay.
It's bigger than Bybury, has a lot more shops and restaurants, but it's still relatively small and definitely more crowded.
Left. It's an influencer in the wild.
Kinda, yeah.
This town does have parking. This wasn't even on our radar to visit, but it was part of the tour. Broadway Tower was built by the 6th Earl of Coventry for his wife Barbara in 1798, mainly for decoration, like just for the heck of it, and it was later used as a country retreat, so it was never intended to be a primary residence, which makes sense because it's not very functional. Built upward, so there's one living space per floor. Well, it's 3 floors, so I guess it's kind of like a townhouse.
Would you want to go up those stairs every time? Just when you think it's gonna end, it doesn't.
There's also a nuclear bunker. It was built in the 1950s to monitor for nuclear attacks and nuclear fallout during the Cold War. It's still fully equipped. I would have wanted to go in, but I guess they only do tours on weekends.
Anything in there?
Last stop was Stow-on-the-Wold, and can I just say that I love these village names so much.
Don't get hit.
This is definitely the largest town that we visited that day.
Sun's out. Someone got
Sun's out, ice cream out.
Yes.
I found it very interesting that the average home price in the Cotswolds is €430. I know there has to be a million euro plus homes to be had, but I would have expected the average to be more. Legend has it that J.R.R. Tolkien visited this church and the entrance inspired his Doors of Durin from Lord of the Rings. I don't love being on a schedule, but for the most part, I felt like we had enough time in each village. The van was comfy and the tour guide was really funny and also informative. That was a really fun, but also a really long day. We didn't make it back till about 8. London is well known for its curry, so the last thing that we needed to do was eat some Indian food. It was delicious. The last day of a trip is kind of a waste when you have a flight to catch.
All right. We're on the move.
This is why I will never bring a large rolling luggage to Europe ever again. I did do it once, rookie move. We were close enough to the train station that we could just hoof it through the city with our stuff, no problem. It's a straight shot to the airport from South Kensington. We were standing the entire time. You don't always get a seat, and it was about 45 minutes. London is so centrally located, I think we'll be back, so that took some of the pressure off deciding what to do. I liked it a lot more than I expected to. We had some cool, uniquely English experiences that I really enjoyed. London is a great city, double-decker buses, the vintage phone booths, the buildings are beautiful, and it really does have its own unique charm.